Hello, welcome to the Weekly Review, a program of South Sudan Network, making sense of news and topics relevant to South Sudan and its diaspora. Today, we are joined by Guem Abraham and Lucia Moris, the athletes, South Sudanese athletes who have participated in the Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. We will be discussing about their performance, how to improve their performance, and the power of sports in creating unity among the people of South Sudan and beyond. Welcome to the Weekly Review, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Lucia and Guem, one of you start by telling us what were your performance? How did you perform in the Olympics?
Yeah, thank you for that question. I would say the performance in the Olympics were not so good, not so bad, but it is what it is, and what we got was what we got at that time, and I think that result was not so bad, but it needs some improvement in the future.
Yeah, but what? How do you name them in terms of the language of sports? What did you get?
Well, like in my race, I was able to get a personal best of 3 minutes and 40 seconds in 1,500 meters.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not a very bad result, and also not a very good result. And also on our sister's side, she did her best and got what she got, and it was not also so bad to me and not also so good. And hopefully that result was still not very good result that we deserved or that we want to have. So this tells us that there is still more to put on in the language of sport. We need to work hard and also prepare to improve that result. And according to what we saw in the race, there is high chance of improving those results. And hopefully in future, with good training, all will be able to improve.
Well, Lucia, you tell us about your performance, yes, in terms of the race you participated in, and even the preparations. You could tell us also how did you prepare to the games, because we remember there used to be some activities. There were there were in the news. There were reports about South Sudanese preparing for the Olympics, but then since you are the ones who have participated, you can also give us a background of your preparation and how it was.
Well, شكرا للكويشن بتاعك. نحن جينا في يابان هنا 2019 للتجهيزات بتاع الأولمبياد، ويعني في البداية كان صعب شديد because هنا برد شديد عشان تتمرن، كان صعب شديد، لكن الحمد لله يعني قدرنا يتواصلنا حتى وصلنا في المرحلة ده. وكمان الكويس الأولمبيك اتأجل السنة اللي فاتت، والحمد لله نحن اتجهزنا كويس، وكمان ناقصنا حاجات كتير، لكن الحمد لله نحن عملنا حاجة كويس، وكمان ما بطال because عملنا اللي علينا because South Sudan the country جديد، يعني نحن دايرين مساعدة عشان نقدر نواصل ونقدر نواصل بكارير بتاعنا اللي قدام because يعني لو ما لقينا ده ما هنقدر نمشي قدام زي باقي الدول التانيين. So يعني نحن دايرين support، ويعني like performance بتاع أولمبيك اللي نحن عملناه ده بقدر عندنا، لكن لو لقينا مساعدة عشان نقدر نperform better في أولمبيك الجاي يعني بيكون أحسن، ونحن هنعمل حاجة كويس because نحن عملنا اللي علينا.
Well, about the reception of your performance, and even the following South Sudanese looking at your participation in the Olympics, what can you say about that? were they positive? Did you see South Sudanese following the Olympics and seeing the importance, the power of sports in bringing people together, and also as an activity? Were people following you, and what were their reaction? What were the feedback? Kan gaya Lucia?
Well, يعني ناس كتار من ما جينا في يابان ناس كتار جدا تابعونا يعني هم ذاتوا قاعدين صيغة فوقنا وقاعدين يقولوا لازم إننا هنعمل حاجة كويس. لكن انت لو قدرت تعمل حاجة كويس لازم تلقى دعم عشان تقدر تعمل حاجة كويس ترفع سمعة الدولة بتاعك. لكن انت لو ما لقيت دعم يعني انت ما بتقدر تعمل حاجة. يعني انت بقول حاجة في راسك انت بقدر تعمل حاجة للدولة بتاعك، لكن انت لو ما لقيت تعمل كويس واهتمام انت ما هتقدر تعمل حاجة كويس. يعني هم كان قاطين بالهم فوقنا شديد، ولكن الحمد لله إننا عملنا حاجة كويس ونشكر ربنا because ده ما أول مرة وآخر مرة. يعني لسه الجهات أكتر من الرايحات وأنا بشكر ربنا because إننا عملنا حاجة كويس.
Abraham, you get in and also give us your side. What were the fans, the South Sudanese fans, feedback towards your performance? Were they positive? What were they saying?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. As we were participating in the Olympics, and even before going into the Olympic village, we received a lot of texts, and I saw a lot of people posting about me and trying to give good messages, wishing me very good luck, and very many citizens were really behind us, and also very many people watched together. Some people told me it was like 3 a.m. in Africa. But still, some people woke up and were able to join and watch the race together. And they gave us a lot of good messages and really a lot of support. And even after the race, some of them were able to tell us, well done, you really did your best. You got for us the result we wanted and all that, and a lot of encouraging words. And I really felt their positive attitude toward our competition and how they supported us. And then the last part, as you said, how do South Sudanese people see the sports? Do they see it as a symbol of peace or whatever? Yes, of course, very many people see it in that way. And always when they text and chat about things concerning sports with us, they always encourage us a lot. And very many people, they know that sports is a very powerful tool towards peace building. And because the sports activities are activities that are based on building up unity among people. Even the motto of Olympics alone, which says faster, higher, stronger together. That is something all related to peace and unity. And that is what many people all know about sports when it comes to side of South Sudan. And I thought even after getting those bad results or not very excellent results, maybe some of them were going to boo us and get annoyed or all that, but still they appreciated what we did. And I felt that my country people really love sport. According to the number of texts I got, the number of people posting about me, I couldn't even reply to all their posts or their comments. I really felt they deserved some greater result than what we got. But what we got is what we deserve, given the level of support we have, because everything was okay here in terms of winning, but we also had a lot of other things which we lacked that other athletes in other countries are able to get, and we were able to achieve.
Let's get to that with this question here. What do you say about the South Sudan National Olympics Committee, the one in Juba? Their support to people who in the Olympics, South Sudanese who are participating or who want to participate, their preparations and how it is operating generally. I tried to invite them to this show, but they have not responded. So from your side, as people who have participated in the games in Tokyo, what would you say about the Olympics Committee in Juba?
Well, about that, the Olympic Committee in Juba, they are trying to do their best, but really the support that athletes get from them, honestly, it's not that kind of support which can get them the result that they want, because they have very high expectation.
Mhm.
And I would say their activities in supporting sports is not very high as the result they expect. And it's just like, I would say, an average support, because we have been crying to them all the time. We have a lot of challenges here that needs to be addressed. Nobody replies. And sometimes when you try to text them, you get a reply maybe in 10 days, or you don't get completely. And that was our big problem. As we were here, we were very also bitter, and things were not really going well because we couldn't connect. And they tried their best that side, as they told us they were trying their best, and they did their best and tried to support us. But still, the support was not really what can bring such a result, because we had challenges also this side, which we requested to be addressed, and were referred to our National Olympic Committee to address some of them. And at the end, not everything was addressed, and we kept on with these challenges until we went into the Olympics.
سارة في حاجة درت أزيد؟
Sorry, Lucia, not Sarah.
no يا لوشيا في شيء درت أزيد في السؤال ده؟
Sorry.
Is there something you would like to add؟ في حاجة درت أزيد في السؤال اللي سألته قبل شوية؟ And the National Olympics Committee in Juba, the National Olympic Committee in Juba, in terms of preparing you people who have participated in the Olympics, and even others who would like to participate. So have you been seeing them doing enough? Personally, I invited them for this program, but they have not turned up. So you can tell the people, and what do you think need to be improved? شنو ممكن درس يدو؟
well زي ما أنا قلت قبالك، يعني إحنا دايرين اهتمام ده أهم شيء، يعني أهم حاجة اهتمام. يعني هسه لو لقينا زول بيهتم بينا بودينا، يعني بدينا أي حاجة الأتلت ديرو، يعني ممكن أننا هنعمل حاجة كويس، لكن هسه ناقصنا كله اهتمام. فأنا بقول للناس الأولمبيك كوميتي أننا دايرين اهتمام، بس لو لقينا اهتمام أي حاجة بكون كويس، وأي ريكورد اللي هم دايرينه هيتحقق إن شاء الله. وكلام بتاع أبرام واضح شديد.
And regarding what inspired you to before we go to what inspired you, let's look at I remember reading some articles. Was it JICA or some Japanese organizations, or the embassy was supportive of those who were participating in the Olympics, but that was a bit before. I don't know whether you also got the support from the Japanese.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. Actually, our being here was supported by the Japanese because it was JICA project which was made between JICA, South Sudan, and Maibashi City. And
Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Lucia, just a minute. We were not getting you because of the network, but your colleague has started answering. Then you will add after him. Mr. Mir, continue, Abraham.
Okay, yeah. As I said here, our support here was based on the JICA program, which was made between JICA, South Sudan, and Maibashi. And the main support was coming from Maibashi City. And this support was with some terms and conditions. The agreement was that we be given training facilities, feeding, and accommodation. And then, as an athlete, it's not all about only feeding, accommodation, and training facilities. There are other things which you need. Like sometimes there are some other food supplements that athletes need. And also, sometimes athletes, they have like some other things which they may need. So sometimes some of these became our challenge. And when we call a meeting with the people responsible for us, like requesting for those supplements, what we were told was some of those things were not in agreement, and we are supposed to contact our National Olympic Committee to address some of those issues. Sometimes you have a problem at home, your family is in big trouble, there are a lot of challenges. People call you at home, they need your support. There is no way you're going to support because you don't get any single, not even $1. You only eat and sleep, that's all. And at some point, things stand very hard at home, and sometimes you are stressed all night, you can't sleep. When you text your National Olympic Committee, you don't get back any single reply. And then you wonder if you're doing it for the country or for yourself, and if those people are working for you or not. And these things sometimes, you know, as an athlete, you have a lot of stress in your mind. Like at some point when my mother was very sick, I tried out how to help. It was no way out. One of our colleagues had a brother who had really very big problem. There was no way to help. And other members had challenges, and we continued. When we requested supplements, no supplement. It was said these things are not in agreement. So we just trained like that, and we continued. And those things at the end got us the results that we got.
Yeah, that's really difficult because athletes are supposed to also earn, because you use your time and your energy. You're supposed to earn. In other countries, this is happening. The countries are taking care of those, and it's sad that this has happened. And Lucia, you have something to add? Yes, go on.
طيب
اي استمر. انت در تزيد حاجه مش؟
أنا كنت داير أقول نفس الحاجة اللي أبراهام قالوا لي، ما عندي حاجة تاني كتير أقوله.
هسي ممكن هتقول شنو دان الحكومه في سيستم طبعا في الدوله. there's a system. So if the Olympics committee in South Sudan is not doing enough, the National Olympics Committee, what else can the people of South Sudan, or what else should be done? في شنو تاني ممكن المواطن الجنوبي ممكن
Yeah, really, this is a very good question. Thank you so much for it. I would say our Olympic Committee is trying, but it's not enough. And we would like them to at least improve. If they really need good result, at least they should improve on their support, not only based on donations from other countries. They should also try to build up some other ways of supporting their athletes, even if they get some agreement like what we are in. It was really a great chance, and this city really tried their best to support us, but still that part of the home side was really lacking, and we would like our government at least to give support to our Olympic Committee. If really the problem is that the Olympic Committee doesn't get support from country, and if they get support and this support is in turn used for other things, then we would like our Olympic Committee to really try to understand what is needed in athletics and what athletes need, and try to provide them these basic needs, and then see if they will be able to get this result they want very much or not. And I believe 100% South Sudan has potential athletes that are capable of getting whatever the country needs, what kind of the results that other countries like Kenya, Uganda, or Ethiopia are getting. Our country is capable of getting those results, like Kenya, like US, like Japan, like any other country in the world. But the problem is, when you compare the situation of South Sudan athlete to other countries, it's really not even to 20% the same. It's much below, 90% below. So really, I would like our National Olympic Committee to pull up a little on that support, on what they are doing. I appreciate what they are doing, but at least I urge them to improve on it so that we can be able to get good results. Thank you.
Let's look at what inspired you, both of you, to join sports, to be doing sports, to become athletes. Lucia, what are the inspirations behind your interest in sports? And also, we've seen Athing Mu, South Sudanese a U.S. citizen with South Sudanese origin. She we've seen she made this huge achievement in the Olympics, and what would you say as also that you have learned from her achievement, and how she inspires you also to continue with the journey?
Well, thank you for the question. You know, min mana let me start. أنا بديت ألعب القوى 2013. أنا كنت قاعدة ألعب كرة قدم، لكن من كرة قدم أنا رحلت ألعب القوى because كان في برنامج بتاع ألعاب القوى في ولاية بتاعي، يعني عجبني شديد because أنا قلت يعني أخير أمشي أجوين ألعاب القوى قدام كرة قدم، والحمد لله أنا واصلت. يعني كان صعب بالنسبة لي في البداية، لكن بعد ما أنا تواصلت بقيت قاعدة أجوين national unity day بتاع جايكا. يعني ده حاجة اللي صلحني كويس لغاية ما أنا وصلت المرحلة
ده في جوبا ولا واو؟ كان واو ولا جوبا؟
national unity day كان ده في واو.
اوكي.
بدأ 2016. وحاجة الثانية كمان يعني برنامج بتاع Athing Mu. يعني أنا مرتاح شديد من بنية ده because من South Sudan. يعني كل ما مرة أنا عين في فيديو بتاعه أنا بقول ليش شنو ومن South Sudan أنا لازم أكون زيه كمان because أنا من South Sudan ومن South Sudan، وأنا لازم كمان أعمل حاجة كويس عشان أكون زي Athing Mu. يعني ده حاجة اللي كان في بال بتاعي، ولكن عشان أنا أحصل لمرحلة ده كده أنا داير اهتمام زي يعني like زي Athing Mu يلقى اهتمام. يعني ولو كان في South Sudan كان ما وصل في مرحلة ده، ولو كان فعلا في South Sudan كان ما وصل في المرحلة ده، لكن ولقى اهتمام من ما هو صغير، ولقى اهتمام لما ما وصل في المرحلة. بس يعني sometime أنا قاعدة أسأل نفسي، أنا قاعدة أقول هسي أنا أعمل شنو عشان أنا أقدر أحصل للدولة بتاعي، ولا عشان أنا أقدر ألقى medal ولا anything for my country. يعني sometime أنا قاعدة أسأل نفسي أما sometime أنا كنت زعلان. أنا قلت لو زلت كمان حاجة ما كويس، أخير كلانا لو رجعت South Sudan نمشي نوري لناس بفادي قالي أن إحنا دايرين مساعدة عشان نقدر كمان نرفع دولة زي ما Athing Mu. يعني وقاعد يرفع الدولة بتاع دولة تاني، لكن South Sudanese لسه فخورين بو. مش South Sudanese especially أنا كمان يعني هو بيت زي يعني أنا فخور شديد. يعني ده ما هو يعني وجاي يمثلنا كلنا، يعني جاي يمثل South Sudan يعني كدولة يعني كهو من South Sudan، لكن وجاي يمثل دولة تانية، وده ما حاجة اللي بخلينا عشان نقطع علاقة بتاعنا معه ومن دمنا ولحمنا. يعني إحنا لازم نقف معه، وكمان عشان الناس بتاعنا يعني يقدر يهتموا بلاعيبة زي ما Athing Mu ناس بتاع USA كان يهتموا به. يعني ناس لو لقينا اهتمام يعني زي ما أبراهام وناس South Sudanese ناس قويين لكن دارين اهتمام.
Well, Abraham, you can come in as we are about to end the program.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question about how I got into athletics. I started just at high school level. At the time, we had interclass, and I felt I should represent my class. And when I did it and discovered that I had talent, I did it for my school, and it continued. And at the time, I also went ahead and represented my district in the national games. And I was chosen to represent Uganda at East African High School Games. Then I realized that I was building my talent. And I said the best way to use it is to do it for my country, because I see how countries always enjoy these sports, and how people get excited about these good results, and how it praises your country outside the world, how you expose the country. Then I said, really, at that time, South Sudan had not so many athletes. And I said, of course, I have to do it for my country, even if there are many or not. This is the best way I can do something for the name of my country, because when I go outside there and do it with the South Sudan flag on me or behind, or when I'm lifting it up or doing anything, and it is something for the name of my country, I always feel that inner happiness, that inner pride always, because all I need always is to see my country in most of the world activities, and where I feel I have the capacity to do something for my country, I said, of course, I have to do this. And that was when I started doing it for South Sudan. That's all about how I came
And
into sport.
the inspirations from the performance, the achievements of Athing Mu, what would you say, and how she can, what she has done can inspire you?
Yeah, of course, what she has done was both exciting and very painful to me. Exciting in the name that even if she does it for US, they still mention South Sudanese American, and it's still the name of my country comes in there. It exposes South Sudan to the world that South Sudan has very strong people. Of course, what she did there, many people know that she originally comes from South Sudan, and that exposes. And the painful part of it is she was not doing it for her country because of conflicts that has scattered very many of our people outside. When you look at Australian team, they were South Sudanese. When you look into Canada, they were South Sudanese. US, Athing was a South Sudanese. And all this is because our country has never settled down. And this pains us a lot when we see such people doing it for other countries because of this. That is not their own making. I got a chance to interact with Athing. And those are not their own intentions, but it is something that forces them out. She was born in US, she grew up there and did it there. And why she was born there was because the parents went there as refugees. And at the end, they ended up being in that country. And if our country had peace, there was nothing that would take us outside. And then from Athing's performance, what I can tell my country people is really the importance of peace and the problems related to this conflicts and being disorganized or being in that kind of political crisis. You know, many potential people are lost in the process. Very strong people are lost in that. Lives are lost, and many things happen. Like you may be lost to another country, or you might have been taken by death. And like for the case of Athing, she's already lost to another country. And this is because the country had a lot of problems. If this was a peaceful country, this wouldn't have happened. And I would encourage my people, the only way we can avoid such in future is by working together to bring peace. There is nothing more important in this world than having peace in your own country. And when you have peace, you can be able to grow in any possible way. Like South Sudan, I would describe South Sudan as one of the richest African countries in terms of resources. And if we have peace in that country, what else can be difficult for us? And if we all understand, and peace comes with forgiveness, it comes with self-respect, it comes with patriotism. And when you are a patriot, you love your country. Of course, the people in your country are part of the country, and you will love them as part of your country too. And in that case, I would really take Athing Mu's situation as something due to this conflict, and in future it might continue happening if we don't achieve peace, because many people have already gone to other countries now as refugees. And if peace doesn't come, if we continue to fight, they will continue to live there, and others might change even the nationality. And if we are able to bring peace home, these people who are outside will be able to come back home. And these are people who are capable of building the country in different ways, maybe in sport, maybe in medical field, engineering field, or whatever. So that's all about Athing Mu's performance, according to me. Thank you.
Well, في الختام, in conclusion, what would you like to say to South Sudanese and the viewers around the world from other countries? What do we want to say to them about sports and South Sudan, what you've been doing. So you can go on Lucia, تبدأ Lucia. أي شيء ده أقول للviewers بتاعنا and South Sudan و sports.
well أنا ما عندي حاجة كتير أقوله يعني طبعا السبورت ده قاعد يجيب بيس يعني زي ما نحن بدينا بالناشونال يونيتي ده يعني ده حاجة يعني لما ناس كتار يعني قبال جايك أنا ما كنت أنا ما أعرف ناس كتار لكن بعد جايك يعني أنا عرفت ناس كتير يعني including أبراهام وباقي ناس يعني أنا عرفتهم بطريقة جايك وكمان يعني عشان يجيبوا سلام في دولة بتاعنا نحن دايرين نشتغلوا سوا وكمان كلام ما أجيبه كلام بتاع سياسة يعني كلام بتاع المهم أنا ما عندي كلام كتير أقول شكرا.
Abraham, your
Yeah.
final words.
Yeah, thank you. All I can tell my people is this Olympics have already passed, and now our focus should turn to Paris Olympics. And as we turn to that, really the athletes in South Sudan, not only us, we also have other athletes who might have reached this level because of lack of support. We have very many strong athletes, but they are unable to build up their skills because of lacking support. I would really advise my country to be able to invest more in the sports sector, because this is one big event that exposes the country to the world, and it is where you are able to show your potential to the world, how strong or whatever you do in the country is. And also this sports also goes together with peace. I would like our country to be able to accept our cry and build up a peaceful nation. We should be able to forgive one another and move as one country, and also how to develop this sport also. Like in Uganda, where I grew up, there are a lot of sport activities. Like it starts from primary school up to university. And I would like South Sudan also to consider developing sports at grassroots level, starting from primary school, high school, and encouraging sports activities like sport tournaments and sports leagues and all those. And this is another way that we can build sports very fast, not only basing on national unity where few individuals get chance and participate, but if this is promoted at school level, school has so many people, and this will expose many of our young generation to sports activities, and will be able to build very powerfully, and this can help the country also to identify most talents that are hidden in many people outside there. That's what I can tell to our people.
Well, Lucia and Abraham, thank you very much for being on the program, and thank you very much also for representing us at the Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
Thank you.